Check 1 2.
Is this thing on?
Is this thing on? If we talk with that much gap between us, it switches perfectly.
Oh. Okay, so I have back. Okay, yeah, it's back on you. Back on the two shot.
Okay,
Back on me.
Let's not play Roadcaster again.
Oh my God!
It's never a fun game for the audience, I don't think.
Yeah.
Anyway, no more submissions for the live show, folks. We've got more than enough, and we will have to cull some people. So our deepest apologies to those who don't.
We are
make it,
overbooked,
but we don't like you. No, we're overbooked. So we simply have to do firstly a pick and then a bit of a draw, and we'll be in touch in the next week or so.
That's fair.
Ready for the
hottest ticket in town.
Live show. I wouldn't say that.
One of the hottest tickets.
Lucky we didn't get a bigger venue.
Yeah. Oh no, I reckon we could fill a bigger venue.
Okay.
Next time we do this, if we decide to do this, we're going to go bigger.
You know that's not going to happen. I just won't have the guts.
Why?
I won't have the guts.
We'll be right. We'll fill it easy, mate. Plenty of time. I think once people see us the first time, they'll realise it's a possible, and the people who don't get in this time will want to have another chance.
Could be the case.
So there'll be first cab off next time.
Right.
So we can build a bit of a database.
What do you think? Kids will never understand what first cab off the rank means. Will they?
First cab off the rank means you're first.
But what's a cab? What's a rank?
Cab and what's a rank? Yeah, I know.
You with me?
Yeah.
First Uber at the airport. First Uber
First
in
Uber
the app.
near you on the app.
First Uber in the app.
It doesn't quite roll off the tongue just as well, does it? Yeah.
No.
Yeah, you're right. Our slang and cliches has changed.
I mean, we still say Barry Crocker, but, they don't really know who that is or why it means a shocker.
Yeah. Still say Ron Coote too, yeah.
Yeah, well, let's
Ronnie
move
Coote.
on from that.
Yeah. What a legend. Ronnie, g'day. He's a South man.
Oh, right, okay.
And a Roosters man too.
Is he? Pick a team.
Mainly Souths, yeah.
Does Mario identify as a South man fully?
Of course he does.
How long was he? Yeah. Was he most at South?
He was 10 years at South.
Right.
Yeah.
How long was he at North?
4.
I don't know where else he went. So
the Crushers for 2 years. I think a year he was at the Crushers. Yeah.
The Crushers was an ARL or a Super League team?
It was ARL. It was before the NRL was formed.
Was it in the Super League era, though?
No, it was in the Super League era, yeah.
Yeah, so it was an expansion team.
Yeah, in the ARL. Yeah,
to compete against Super League.
Yep,
yes.
That's right. But it too folded. Yeah,
South Queensland Crushers, wasn't it?
South Queensland Crushers. Yeah,
because there was no Gold Coast team at the time either.
Yeah, because there was. Brisbane was already up.
Yeah.
Titans were there was a Gold Coast team, but
was there?
Yeah, I think they came up in 1988. The Gold Coast, Gold Coast team. Because when I was playing, I played against the Gold Coast when they were called the Seagulls. When I was playing, they were the Seagulls.
Really?
Yeah. So I remember in 1988 we had Brisbane, Newcastle, and the Gold Coast join the comp. Yeah.
Huh.
That was my first year in grade when I started playing for Souths.
I don't understand.
Big times.
Maybe I need to read the history better, but yeah. Anyway, I don't know how we got onto that at all.
I don't either, mate. I don't either. But yeah. It's getting towards the end of the year's coming.
It feels it, doesn't it?
Really quick.
Like it legit feels
it's coming at us pretty fast.
Yeah. Like I think about we obviously every week we're sitting here planning different shows and things, and now we're talking about mid-December shows and things like that. It's like wow, we're in January. We're getting real close.
Yeah.
Like I counted earlier, we were like 4 or 5 weeks of recording, like maybe 4 weeks, and it's like Jesus.
Yeah.
And CS, like my diary's full. Like I said to someone yesterday. I said, "Oh, you're asking to see us? Sorry, I'm full. Like I can't."
Have you already made all your meeting times and all that as well, or just have
much.
you really done it? Planned it out that much?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, I haven't quite gone that far, but I know the companies that are coming on board, but and I've booked everything. So
yeah, I mean, I can't wait. Can't wait to get back in it.
Yeah.
After so much travel this year, I also feel grounded right now.
Yeah, so we so no more trips, I doubt anything's going to come up.
I've got to go to Melbourne twice.
Unless it's an interstate trip,
I'm going to Melbourne next week and then again in 2.5 weeks on a weekend, but I've got to go to Comic-Con.
Do you? You have to?
Yeah, Today Show's sending me to Comic-Con.
What for?
I don't know, to report on Comic-Con.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you know anything about Comic-Con?
Mm-mm.
Well, that's a good
Mate,
choice.
Can you be awake that morning so I can ring you about any comic strip stuff?
That's a great choice for them.
Yeah. I don't know what happened.
Did the weather person not available that day, or?
Oh, I can't really.
What is there? Why? Where is it in Melbourne?
Yeah.
And what made them think that you could cover that?
Hey, what are you being like that for?
Because you're not a sci-fi guy.
Because you know why? I bet because they think I'm a nerd.
Hey?
They think I'm a nerd.
But you're a tech nerd, though.
Yeah,
not a comic
I'm a pure
nerd.
tech nerd. At least I stay
You're the
in my
wrong
lane.
kind of nerd.
You're an all-round nerd, movie nerd, comic nerd, tech nerd. I'm just a tech nerd.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm more of a geek.
Yeah, but someone's going to come up in cosplay and you're going to go,
Who are you?
Yeah.
And what's that from?
What's that?
Like I'm Captain America.
Some
What
Star
movie is
Wars
that from?
character will come up to you and go, who are you? Yeah.
Surely there's a list I can read beforehand.
Yeah. But you'll have to have like some flashcards. You go, oh, that's right. You're Boba Fett. Okay.
I'm regretting this
You're
now.
Leia.
I'm regretting this. I'm more excited about going to Melbourne for the Formula One
I'll go with you.
exhibit next week.
We'll do it together.
Yeah, no. Next week, the Formula One exhibition, I think, opens. So I'm doing that. I'm doing like every hour from there.
Wow.
Can't wait.
Good stuff.
Bring
so
it
it's
on.
an exhibition.
Yeah. So it's a travelling exhibition. It's been in several cities around the world already.
Yeah.
The big thing I cannot wait to see is Roman Grosjean's car from Bahrain in 2021 and whenever he crashed.
Oh.
Remember he crashed, big flame, fireball, jumped out of the car.
Obviously.
The chassis of that car is on exhibition.
Wow.
Like it's
tough chassis.
hard to look at, yeah.
Wow.
But that thing's burnt.
And is there other stuff, like other modern?
There's lots of helmets,
stuff?
Race suits, apparently interactive
Will there be
exhibitions.
air to centre stuff?
Oh yeah.
Really?
And I think there's a dedicated area for like Oscars stuff, things like that, because that'll get people excited. And I think it runs until the Grand Prix in March.
Oh, mad if they don't.
Of course.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know there was so this is a travelling exhibition.
Yeah.
That goes around the world.
Yep.
And it's coming finally to Melbourne.
Coming to Melbourne, yeah. It's only been going for a few years. Like it's been to Madrid and maybe one other place, and now it's coming to Melbourne.
Mate, for a F1 nut like yourself, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, I legit cannot wait. Like it's funny, they rang me. One of the producers rang me. He goes, "Mate, there's an F1 exhibition." I went, "No, I know all about it. I've already written about it." Opening in Melbourne. I went, "Cool." It said Burlo wanted to see if you could go down and cover it for us. We're looking to do crosses every hour. I went, yeah, "Cool." And he goes, "I don't know yet how
cross promotional deal going.
And I went, "Mate, just between you and me, I'll pay for myself. I don't care. I'll just go. I just want to be there." But in the end, I assume someone's paying for it because they booked my flight.
Fair call, mate.
So.
And you just go on for the day, or
I'll go down on Tuesday evening and then
so
do the cross, and then I've got to get back here for our podcast.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
So there's no delay on those flights or anything. It could be drama,
mate. God help you.
Yeah. Oh well, it's Qantas, so there probably will be.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, big chance I'll be late. Nah, they're great. I've got no dramas with Qantas. We've patched all wounds. I'm good. I appreciated the things they did for me and Harry on his birthday.
Of course, mate. Don't forget that.
Yeah, I'm a fan. I'm no longer loyal to Virgin in any way, shape or form. Although I think I might just retain my status this year. Because I did a couple enough flights with them. Because I moved entirely to United for my frequent flyer and so therefore didn't earn any Virgin points. But for a couple that I did, I think it got me over the line. Happy days. Anyway, I feel like we're just doing the private feed and that's not what we're here to do. We're actually here to do this.
Welcome to Two Blokes Talking Tech.
Not a bad price.
With Trevor Long from EFTM.com.
Really handy device.
And Stephen Fennick from TechGuide.com.au.
Great to have your company and look forward to talking tech with you this week. And for many weeks to come, that stupid thing's still happening. But anyway, we'll move on from that road. Episode 709, folks. We're so close to 710, which is an absolutely monumental number for so many reasons. But I was saying to Stephen earlier, we are also coming close to 15 years.
Next February.
February the
20-something, yeah.
And it's weird because I've been saying we've been podcasting for 15 years or we're in our 15th year for a while now, kind of because 14 just doesn't sound that great. And like we're about to hit that 15-year mark.
Yeah.
Mate. I'm putting up with this bloke 15 years. Come on. What do you get? Where's my Order of Australia?
What do you get for 15 years?
It should be a knighthood.
Really?
But Tony Abbott stuffed that up for us all. So.
Anyway.
So I'm not getting a knighthood.
So what do you get for 15 years? What's the anniversary gift?
Oh, you want to know wedding anniversary?
Yeah, what do we get, mate?
Don't put me on the spot or anything.
What do we get?
Wedding anniversary gift years. All right, 15 years, folks. We're going to give you the gift so that you know exactly what to get us and save up for. 15 years. Traditional, crystal, modern, yeah, baby, watch.
Oh, really?
I'm getting a watch, baby.
The gift. What do you mean you? What about me?
I don't know.
Am I getting a watch too, or?
You get a watch. You get a watch. Now you get a watch. And a metal or gemstone is ruby. So you either get crystal or a watch.
I'll take the watch.
I will let you continue to wear an Apple Watch until the loan period is over. That's my 15th anniversary gift to you.
Yeah, good on you. Yeah, like, what do you got on today?
A tag.
Which one? Oh, there you go, mate. Doing very, very well, Trev.
Episode 709. Thanks to the great people at Netgear and Arlo. We appreciate their support and can't wait to hopefully shower you with gifts at our live event on the 17th of December. For those that make the cut. We apologise to everyone who doesn't. This was an interesting week because Roblox made some announcements, and you got to remember we talked a few weeks ago about the social media minimum age legislation, of which Roblox is not part. So Roblox is not required under legislation to implement age assurance or age restrictions on their users. But they have announced that from today, users can trial and use age estimation technology, and from early December they will require age estimation technology to have been used to use chat in Roblox. Roblox is a gaming platform. It's not a game, it's a gaming platform, and what they're going to do is restrict kids to their own age group. So 12 and 13 year olds can talk to each other, 14 and 15 year olds can talk to each other, etc., etc., etc.
Yeah, right. So what's the biggest range of ages? So 2 years,
or 18 plus really is the biggest
but I mean,
range.
if you're 12, you can't talk to anyone older than what?
I think it's 13. Yeah, I've got the age list here. Stand by. So it's under 9, 9 to 12, 13 to 15, 16 to 17, 18 to 20, and 21 plus.
So the reason for this isn't the social media ban.
Not at all.
It's to, and I remember hearing about the older people getting on here and pretending they're younger and chatting
pedophiles.
To people. Yeah. So the issue,
it's got the worst reputation in gaming, basically, Roblox, for having grooming occur, for having adults who shouldn't be talking to kids, and those kind of things. But here's what's really interesting. Their press release is talking about how they're doing this and safety this, and they're proud of this and yada, yada, yada.
Yep.
I interviewed the E-Safety Commissioner, Julie Inman-Grant, on the EFTM podcast this week, and we talked about the social media laws and ran through how that was working and all that kind of stuff. I don't think she would mind me saying that after we finished recording, we had a decent little chat about a few other things, and Roblox came up because, in fact, the point was, while I was recording and the time I published the EFTM podcast, this was still under embargo, so I couldn't include that, but I wanted to see whether she knew about it.
Yeah.
She didn't really indicate whether she knew about it or not, but she said, they're doing that because we put a ruling on them about the Australian Online Safety Act. Right. So basically, months and months ago, eSafety went to Roblox and said, hey guys, you got some rubbish going on your platform. And under Australia's Online Safety Act, which requires platforms to take meaningful action to prioritise the protection of children. That's an act that exists in the Australian Internet Safety Act, etc., etc.
Yep.
So eSafety said to them, listen, you want to see this law that we have? We don't think you're abiding by it. And so essentially Roblox has had their hand forced on this. Yeah. They don't say that, but that's exactly what's happened here.
They want to appear to be coming
and
out
this is launching in Australia and New Zealand and the Netherlands, but you don't want to tell me that, and then it goes global in January.
Really? So we're getting it first before America.
Yeah, this won't be in America until January.
We're the test bed.
Yeah, they want to test the technology.
Yeah, we're the testers.
So basically, and I'm going to get my kids to do this tonight. You can voluntarily now just click a button, and it's like when you're setting up Face ID on any phone. You do this, you do this, you do this, you do this, you do this.
So rather than you just telling how old you are or giving up your date of birth, they'd rather you do that.
Well, that you've got to remember, this is essentially a test case for the social media laws and the technology around it.
Yeah.
And compliance to that doesn't require an ID. So this is going to be a very good example of what's going to happen with kids in a month from now. And so basically you do the face scan, they call it, and that data, we're told by the third-party company called Persona, that data is deleted immediately after the scan is done, and they give you an estimate of age.
Once it says, okay, you look like you're 13, then that goes kaput, no record of it, it just disappears.
Yes.
Right.
And an age is associated with your account, and you can from then on talk to people in your age group. There are exceptions, and this is interesting. So let's say in our case, Jackson is 19.
Yep.
And let's say he's playing Roblox and the kids are playing Roblox together.
Right.
And they want to put chat in there so they can talk. Jackson and Harry biggest age group for age difference of like 5 years, they can use a known, I can't remember what it's called, sorry, I'll make it up as I go along, but it's trusted connections.
Right.
Part of Roblox to verify each other by either a QR code, so one scans the other's QR code, which means we've met in person.
Yep.
We're a trusted connection.
Okay.
Or a contact sharing, which I think means, when you get the thing, say, do you want to share your contacts with this app?
Yep.
So it'll upload all my contact, or Harry's contacts, or Jackson's contacts, and if they share each other's contact, they're a trusted connection.
Okay. That makes sense.
Devil's advocate, what that means is pedophiles and groomers just need to make sure that the kid saves their phone number. Now, is that going to happen? Probably not.
Yeah.
They also need to meet in person at some point. Yeah. Can that happen? Maybe. So it puts the emphasis back on parents essentially to understand where their kids are and who they're adding to their contact list.
Won't the pedos, though, cop it when they have to do the face identification?
No, the pedos don't need to do that. It's only under 18s that need to do that. Yeah.
Okay.
I think, again, like all the social media platforms, they will do age estimation first, which is, do you know what, we're pretty clear that you're old. Yeah. The type of games you play, the things you do, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So this is fascinating. Now, there's a couple other problems, though. Firstly, they're not admitting why they're doing it, but in the end, good on them for doing it.
The elephant in the room is why they're doing it. There was known problems with this platform. I've spoken about it on television. The dramas, and so have you. So no. I know it seems as if this is a gesture and look how good we are, but it came down to the point where I think, as you said, their hand was forced here.
Yeah. This is a platform that the concern, though, is where does this go from here? Because my understanding is they're talking about, and I haven't watched the Today Show interview from this morning, so I should watch it back because I told them to ask this, but they're talking about launching a virtual dating app within Roblox. What do you
really?
Do? It's a gaming platform. Well, like an eHarmony, a dating app within their own platform. They're trying to. You got to remember this is the problem with. I sound like a bloody communist, but it's the problem with capitalism is these companies are required to make more money.
They've got to report
Wall Street wants them to make more money. So how are you going to make more money? Well, we've got 100 million users. Well, we know that 100 million of them are single because they're playing Roblox. So should we hook a couple of them up together?
Well, I guess they're trying to be a little bit entrepreneurial.
Instead of hooking up 50-year-olds with 13-year-olds, they're going to start hooking up 45-year-olds with 45-year-olds.
Yeah. Maybe that'll take their eyes off the ball. But they're just trying to take advantage because they've got a lot of people on the platform, haven't they? We're talking millions around the world.
Yeah, millions,
So they're just trying to take advantage of the sheer number of users they've got, and to see if they can make some, as you said, to sort of make a bit of extra money out of it. But it's. Like we're just short of the social media ban, and
21 days.
Less
than 3 weeks.
I spoke to Ben English last week, the editor of the Daily Telly, who's a friend of mine, and I name dropped him about the campaign that he sort of led, leading to the social media ban. And we were chatting. It was at Ray Thomas's farewell, my good mate from the racing, and he and I were chatting away, and I said, "Look, mate, I'm on record of being against this. I think it's not going to achieve what you set out to achieve." And he said, "That's fair." He goes, "That's a fair opinion," but his reply was, "Well, as long as the issue is on the table now, we're talking about it. It's an issue. We have to think about it. Parents have to think about it."
Yeah.
And he's got a point. It's become now, it's not something that we can ignore.
No.
It's become something that we've got opinions on. We'll see how it turns out. We may be surprised. I'll be, like we said, I'll be happy to be proven wrong.
100%.
Happy to be proven wrong about this. But he was sort of saying that, look, it's become a topic of conversation, and that's what we wanted. We wanted people to be talking about it.
Yeah.
And objective achieved.
I think it's interesting. There was, and I put this to Julian and Grant yesterday. There was a story that she was on the record of the ABC kind of saying that when her contract's up in a year, she won't renew because she's done the job. She also talked a little bit in my podcast about how she'd had death threats, she'd had doxing, and there was another 3 Ds. But anyway, it had been rough. You could hear in her voice, frankly, that she's having a rough time with all of this. But, it's a tough job. But I wonder if a new e-safety commissioner gives it a fresh, look in a year when it's ready for review, because that's what's required.
So it's in 12 months. So December 10, 2026 It's up for review. Is that what you're saying?
Well, no, I think there's a mandated review every year or two,
Right.
But her contract is up as e-safety commissioner as well in the next year or so. So
Right, okay.
it'll be interesting to see how that pans out. But
Yeah.
we don't need to repeat how we feel about this thing. But the interesting thing is the Roblox, voluntary decision to be essentially part of it.
Yeah.
They've essentially found a way to go, we're not going to be part of this ban, but we are going to do the exact same things that the ban requires, which is age nominate our users.
Well, do you think that they were a chance of getting a tap on the shoulder anyway? If the ban had have been, if they hadn't have done this?
Like listening to Julianne McGrant, we talked about the checklist, and she goes, it's got to be primary purpose of social media. And that'd be a hard call. I don't think anyone could argue that of Roblox. It's a gaming platform.
Yeah.
That's its primary purpose.
Yeah, fair enough.
So very tough to include in this.
Yeah, but good that. Do you think the social media ban has maybe inspired it? Like they're thinking, well,
I think one thing it's done is created this technology. But the big question is, how good is this technology? So here's what I'm going to do. My daughter is 15, so she's on the edge, right, of this ban. It's 11 months before, 10 months before she turns 16. So I'm going to get her to do the Roblox age estimation to see what it says. Now, it doesn't say you're 15 or 16, but it will say 13 to 15 or 16 to 17, right?
Well, that's good how they've covered themselves, giving them a bigger range.
Yeah, but again, it comes down to the fact that here's my thing. I look at my daughter and I see a 15-year-old. But then I look at her when she's got to go to School Spectacular next week and they put makeup on and they stand
she looks
quiet.
18,
Right? So what I'm going to say to her is I'm going to say, hey, Bubs, let's go and get this app and let's do the age estimation now.
Yeah.
See what it says. And then if it says you're 14 to 15 or whatever the number is, whatever the option is, because there must be an option to appeal it, right?
Yeah.
Let's press appeal and let's spend some time on your makeup and hair.
Really?
I mean, if that's how it is for easy for 15.
Do you think it's that shallow, mate? Do you think it's that like that? Like,
yes.
Because isn't it looking at like facial features and stuff like that?
How are her facial features going to change that much in 10 months?
I know, but I'm just saying, if you're putting makeup on, it's not going to actually change her physical features. It's just going to...
I think it'll change whether or not she looks 16 or not.
Yeah.
Because remember, she's just got to come across as being 16. That age group, I just want to find out whether she can trick Roblox
to be
into
a
saying
year older.
16 to 17.
Okay, yeah, that's interesting.
Because that means that 17-year-olds can talk to a 16-year-old. Now, it doesn't mean 21-year-olds can, so that's fine.
Yeah.
But it does mean that whoever uses this persona technology...
She'd be out of a whole group. Yeah.
If TikTok chooses to use persona, which is the third party that Roblox is using, then it means that Vivi can have an account.
You can... because she'll be old enough. I see. I see what you're doing there.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, interesting.
It's going to be very interesting.
Wow, when are you going to do that? When does this start?
Probably not tonight. You can try it now, apparently. Yeah, right. But I want to get screenshots and stuff. So hopefully I'll wait till tomorrow afternoon.
So you're going to out yourself though if it does work. Are you going to write it? I'm CA.
Of course.
Yeah. So if it's you're going to stuff her chances up though of keeping her social media.
I've said to both kids, if you can get around it, do your best.
Yeah.
Because I'm not responsible. I can't be jailed or fined. It's not.
Yeah, exactly.
The responsibility is not on me.
Nothing doing. Yeah, that's right.
It's TikTok's problem.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if they can get by it.
And what is
if I said to Harry, mate, if you happened upon my wallet and used my ID, I don't give a rat's, because that's what kids are going to do.
And what's the sentiment among your kids and their friends about this? Are they blown up? Yeah. Really? Yeah. Okay.
But I will find out where they're going, because they'll go somewhere.
Like, I understand why, but do they understand why it's coming in, or do they appreciate that, or
I don't think they do. No.
So they're just seeing the ban. They're not seeing it for the reason why the ban is coming to the
you know
big
what,
picture.
Mate? Again, and it's one of those things. A politician or most interviewees don't really answer questions properly when it's topical. But I said to Julian McGrant, why are we? I asked a really simple question, like, why are we doing it? And then what do you think we'll be able to measure the difference in 5 or 10 years or something? And, she doesn't talk about youth suicide. She doesn't talk about mental health. She talks about the algorithm and things like that. Yeah. So she's smarter than that. Like, that's what I like, is she's now, she's not trying to say that we will reduce youth suicide by 10% in 5 years. Yeah. She's just trying to say we don't think kids should be exposed to the algorithm.
Well, that was what got you and me that day when Annika Wells said that about our children being the victim of an algorithm. The algorithm's working on our kids, and that's if there's one thing you take out of it, that you'd hope to prevent that.
But as we said that day when we did that show, you could also just force the social media companies to delete the algorithm every month on a rolling basis for anyone under 18.
Yeah, have it age appropriate. Yeah.
Yes. So there's
but the algorithm, and I touched on this. It was my lead item actually on Tech Guide about how we use our technology and how there's been a link to early onset dementia. So have a listen to my chat, my segment on that on my podcast, and the algorithm I reckon has got something to do with that. The algorithm is what sort of keeps you engaged, keeps you scrolling and just there. Not you kind of your brain's on pause while you're doing this sort of stuff. So it's one of those things that we're not using our brain as we used to.
Well, we used to open the TV guide, look at the list, and work out what to watch, and then find it. But now we just assume that it's going to find it for us.
Yeah,
that's the issue.
It's definitely something we need to address. Two Blokes Talking Tech.
Let us know what you think.
This is Two Blokes Talking Tech.
Well, there were news. I think the headline was another 000 outage, but it actually wasn't an outage. This was a TPG, a customer ringing on the TPG network through, I think it was Labara, which is another provider.
An MVNO on the TPG network, yep.
And the problem was they weren't able to get through to 000. There was an investigation, and the network wasn't at fault. It was the device he was using. I believe he was a 48-year-old man who unfortunately died because he had an older Samsung device that hadn't been upgraded to the latest software to enable the connection to 000.
Yeah.
And I understand that if you cast your mind back to the 3G shutdown, when there was a whole list of devices that needed to have the VoLTE function to be able to connect to 000. Apparently his Samsung device was upgradable, and his phone, he could then activate VoLTE to work on that device. He didn't do the upgrade and wasn't able to connect. So
this links to the Telstra story of a few weeks ago where they listed 71 devices, 60 of them could get a software update, 11 of them could not and needed to be kicked off the network. The tragedy here isn't just that a man died. The tragedy is that, 2 weeks ago we found out about this problem, these phones. On November the 7th, this guy was sent a notification from TPG to say your phone needs to be upgraded.
You got till the 28th of November or something.
And then 7 days later, he needed 000 and hadn't taken that advice. And the worst part is that, 2 weeks later, his phone would have been kicked off the network because it wasn't working. So this happened in the notification period, in the window. It's horrible because a software update, I don't want to say could have saved his life because you don't know for sure that an ambulance might not have been able to help. But the point is, it was one of the known devices of the 71. It wasn't one that needed to be replaced. It was one that needed a software update. It's fascinating because I understand that for some of those phones, it's just hit software update and it's done. For others, there could be tens of updates. Yeah. Like your phone might go update and then another and then another, and it might be
that needs an update. Then this.
I'm not even joking. I've heard the number 60. There could be 60 updates applied to one phone,
and that would obviously be a phone that there's no auto update. They just don't update it.
That's right.
So they're not like savvy to be updating it. They're just using it as a phone. It's a phone.
That's right. Yeah. They don't care for all these fancy
which sort
features.
of I heard you on Channel 9. I did something on Channel 10 yesterday too, talking about how we need to check in on our
100%
parents, grandparents who may have this guy's only 48. Whether he just missed the memo or what happened, but imagine if you got a grandparent or a parent who may have one of these devices that needs the upgrade. I think it's our responsibility to check up on them.
We have to say the same things we were saying last year with the 3G, which was the 3G switch off.
Yeah, that's it.
The challenge is, and the worst part of this is those messages that these people are getting are text messages from their telcos, and we also spend our lives telling people to be cautious of text messages, right?
Yes.
So there's a couple of really important things that I want our audience, who definitely don't need this advice, but take this advice and share it with the people in your life. Firstly, don't ignore messages from telcos, and if you think they're a scam, call the telco and ask them. Go into the store and say, hey, is this real? And they will say yes, no, or maybe. So that's critical. Don't ignore the message. Take action. If you're told you need an update, you probably do.
Do the update. I hear so many people grumble, I've got an update. the update's going to make your phone better.
Yeah.
It's going to improve your phone's security, efficiency. Everything's going to be better. Run the update.
Now, the other thing is, and this is really important, don't call 000 to test it.
No.
2 reasons. One, that just because your phone can call 000 today does not mean that when it needs to use an alternate network that it will work. So, for example, if you're a Telstra customer and you call 000 and it works today, that does not mean that your phone is valid. Because if the Telstra network goes down and you need to camp on, as we've learnt, to the Vodafone or the Optus network, will your phone use 000 then? And you can't ring and test. Secondly, it's illegal to call 000 just to make a test.
Yeah.
And I can tell you that there have been hundreds, if not thousands of calls made that are just people testing. I respect what you're trying to do, but that's not the approach to take. Look for advice from your telco. Talk to your telco. Yeah. And my other thing is, and we talked about Graham Lynch from Comms Day and his thoughts on this when we started talking about the Optus thing. This is the device readiness, device compatibility with Australian networks. I am worried that it's not going to be long before we find a new list of devices that are grey imports. They're brand like OnePlus. It might be an old Xiaomi that people bought 5 years ago before they were selling them here in Australia. Grey imports are a risk because do they comply with our technical regulations?
So say you do have a Xiaomi or you bought a Samsung in Thailand or something, right?
Yep.
Is there a way you can check that your phone's valid? Like, is it just I know for a fact that if you got a grey import, say you got a Samsung that you bought overseas, if something goes wrong with that phone, you're not covered in you go to Samsung in Australia, they go, sorry mate, go back to where you bought it and fix it. We've got no responsibility for it. So if you're one of those people, where would you go? Can you check to see if your phone is going to work at the most important and desperate time when you need it to work?
I think you ring your telco and you say the words 000, because as we've learnt from Stephen Rue, that means
escalate that
your call will be escalated.
Yeah.
I'm calling to find out if my phone is genuinely compatible with 000, and don't beat around the bush. Tell them why you think it might not be. Yeah. Because I bought it overseas, because of X, Y, and Z. Tell them why.
They'll ask for like an IMEI number and all that sort of thing.
They'll have that. They'll say, is it the phone you've been using on the network?
Yeah, right. Okay. So would they know then? Would Optus know, for example, that a Samsung bought in Bangkok will it work
on their network?
Yeah, will it work on 000?
I don't know. That's the challenge. This is the biggest problem we have right now is all the focus is on a regulatory investigation into Optus. Yeah. The focus should be a regulatory investigation into devices in Australia.
Absolutely, yeah.
Because what we need to know is, frankly, we need all the telcos to do a data dump of all the IMEI numbers and all of the device details, models.
Samsung models and variants.
Because a Samsung Galaxy S25 is not called a Samsung. It's called a Samsung GN925A.
GN925A.
And so the 925A was the Australian one. The 925 or the 9267 is the Thailand one. The 9231 is the American one, etc., etc. So
definitely.
We need to find that list and then find all of the variables. So the ones that are like standouts that don't make any sense, the ones that weren't sold in Australia. Someone needs to do that audit.
So would they, or if say I'm an Optus customer, Optus would know that. They'd know the phone on their network is this number, this model, model. So they'll have that data.
They have that information. The question is, have they tested yet that device for its capabilities? And I don't think they have.
Yeah.
Because device testing requirements don't require the devices even tested in Australia. It just requires that it pass some legislation in Europe, right? That's the first problem. And second problem is, if you did bring one in grey import, does Optus have any record of whether or not that model phone even exists in the world?
Yeah.
Or TPG or Telstra. And have they tested it for our non-3G mobile networks?
Yeah, and just because it's got the same frequency will work on 4G or 5G.
That's actually not the problem.
Yeah, the problem is the connection. The problem is VoLTE.
So this tragic situation happened because the phone they were using was hardwired, but software engineered to use the 3G network to call 000. Right? Always use 3G for call 000.
That's why
the software update would have said, if no 3G, then 4G.
Then do this. Yeah.
Not rocket science.
Yeah.
So it's an absolute. I'm going to say, and this is ranking issues, but I think this is more tragic than the Optus ones because this person's phone, we knew it.
Yeah.
They were advised. It was only weeks before it would have been kicked off the network.
Yeah.
and they tragically needed it at the most vital time.
I honestly reckon, though, if you're listening to this now and you know that your phone was maybe purchased overseas, or maybe you may have gifted one to your parents or your kids or something like that, I would, as just a matter of urgency, check with your telco that is compatible to the 000.
Yeah.
Because the worst possible time to find out is when you need 000.
That's what we kept saying last year with the 3G switch off, right? We're talking about things here that matter most when you need it most.
Absolutely. Yeah.
That's horrible.
Yeah, I think, if you've bought a phone in Australia and it's like, less than 5 years old, then you're good.
I think you're going to be okay.
There's a lot of people who are rocking other devices from other parts of the world who may even have moved to Australia or, so just check it. And what would happen, like, say you're a tourist here and you'd use your phone, you'd assume that it would 000 would work as well on your phone. Yeah, God. We've opened up a can of worms.
We need bottom line, the telcos need to do the work to find the phones and block them from their networks. I'm assuming if you're a tourist with the Galaxy S7, which is now, a no-go, it shouldn't be allowed to connect to the network. That's what will happen.
So and because
they're on a barred list.
Yeah, because it's device reliant. It's not the matter which network you're on; it's the device you're using on that network.
Yeah.
Right.
So, Blokes Talking Tech, it's a tragedy, but we're learning more every day about the issues that we need to investigate, and we need to stop making this an issue about the telcos. Optus will come clean, and we'll find out what happened with their network.
Yeah.
But in terms of the ongoing problem here, we need an audit on all devices to understand what works and what doesn't, and that has to happen pronto.
This is Two Blokes Talking Tech.
Two Blokes Talking Tech is proudly brought to you by Arlo. Now, Arlo, as we know, make a great range of cameras, doorbells, wired floodlights. But what brings them all together, apart from your Wi-Fi network, is the secure plans. It's well worth having your secure plan. A few dollars a month allows you then to have many benefits, many features, including up to 30 days of cloud storage. So any video captured on your cameras for a month, you're able to go back and have a look. But also the smart notifications, so being able to see, there's a car, there's a package, there's a vehicle, there's an animal in your notifications, as well as also too the event captions. I love reading the event captions because it tells a story about what's in your videos, and you're able to just read a caption rather than having to watch your video. You can actually read what's happening there. But there are other safety features too, including fire detection. So if your cameras can detect a flame, then it will give you an alert. And you think about it, when it comes to safety, before that we do have smoke detectors, but before there's smoke, there's flames and fire. So if you can have an alert that's even earlier than a smoke detector, that's part of what you get with the secure plans. Well worth having. It's going to cost a few dollars a month, but I think for the price of a couple of cups of coffee, you'll have all this added peace of mind to go with your superior Arlo cameras. Check it out at arlo.com.
This is Two Blokes Talking Tech with Trevor Long and Stephen Fennick.
All right, Stephen, do you remember this little guy?
I do.
I love this
I
thing.
remember seeing that on the cover of the EFTM magazine.
Thank you very much for noticing. The DJI Neo launched around EFA time.
Just for scale.
EFA time in 2024.
Yeah, I think I just got back from Europe last year, and I said to myself, damn, I wish I had this in Europe. It would have been amazing.
Well, let's continue the scale, and let's move your hand now, Stephen, and let's put this next to it, which is the DJI Neo 2.
Which is way better than
for those watching, you'll see them. If you're listening, I can't help you. It's a bigger device, right?
Yeah.
But it is. So this was $299, the original one. This is $409. So it's a fair bit more, right? Yep. But honestly, it's hard to argue with that because you've got sensors, screens. Oh, hello.
So many ways to control
this thing's got screens on the front.
It tells you what mode it's in.
And sensors over here as well. So it's got like a LiDAR sensor there. And critically, underneath, it has a range of buttons. So while the first one you kind of need to scroll through and you didn't really know what it was doing, this one allows you to scroll through the settings and then press a button to launch. And like before, it simply launches from your hand, from the palm of your hand.
I thought you were going to do it.
No, I'm not going to do it. I think this is so good.
Yeah, it's a cracker.
Because it now does obstacle avoidance. I did one, I included a clip of it in my video, but we were playing with it in the backyard testing it, and Harry was running, and he ran under a tree branch, and the thing went underneath.
Underneath it, yeah, wow.
I did one walking through the park, and I went through 2 trees, and it went through the trees.
Straight through the middle, nice.
Mate, very, very
good. I
good.
couldn't find all the trees where I live, mate. It's all wide open spaces near the beaches there. I went to the beach to
we have
test
lovely tree-lined areas around here.
Yeah.
We like the green.
Well, no,
trees,
I took mine. I wanted to demonstrate what a great tool this would be on your trip. So, say you're on a holiday, and you want to showcase where you are. You think about it, right? No tripod. No need to ask a stranger, can you take a photo of me here? Yep. No hassling your partner. Oh, look, hey, just film me walking over here.
Oh, how embarrassing first.
But you know what I mean? Like, so this, and the results are 4K, like 60 frames a second. Pretty good for a device that fits in the palm of your hand. And I've got to say too, the gimbal, where I did it was windy as all get out, and this just stuck there and was perfect.
The thing is, you can. So we were given, I assume, a review, same as me. I was given a controller. Yeah. I was also given the goggles.
The goggles, which are
highly illegal.
Yeah, they're illegal. Illegal, let's explain. You've got to have line of sight of the drone with your eyes. Wearing the goggles means you're seeing the view of the drone, not the drone.
So you could, let's be clear, you could wear the goggles.
Let someone else use it.
You wear the goggles inside and fly it around inside, but you couldn't wear them outside in public.
Or if you want some, maybe let your friend wear it and you fly it, and let them enjoy the ride.
Yeah, and it also had the motion controller, and I had the normal remote control. But in the end, I didn't use it ever, because the whole point of this thing is you can control it. Now, the best thing about this, which is a huge leap forward to last year, is you can now control it with your hand. Yeah. You put your palm of your hand up, put your palm of your hand up, and then you go up in the air, it flies up. Yeah. You put your hand down, it goes down. Left, right, and you can make it come away from you.
Yeah.
And close to you, just with the palm of your hand.
That's really cool.
Dude, that's amazing.
There are so many ways. And what I love about it is that if you've never flown a drone in your life, you can pick this up on day one and control it.
No issues.
With confidence.
Yeah. And it gets a little better. And this one, the Neo did this originally too, but the app is pretty powerful. I did it without the DJI mic because I wanted to prove it could be anything, but I used a Rode mic in my smartphone, and I had that on me. And the critical thing is, if you're recording the video with the app, it cancels out the noise of the drone. So this little thing makes a lot of noise.
Yeah.
And when you record the video, that's gone.
Yeah, right.
Now, it's an audiologist or an audiophile will notice the way it's kind of compressing your voice, but it extracts the buzzing sound.
So what did you connect a mic
to my phone?
To your phone?
Yep. Hit record on the phone.
Yeah.
And then
and where was the mic? The mic was
clipped onto me. Yeah.
You, but so that you're not near the drone though. It's not too noisy.
It's right here.
It's right there. Okay,
mate. Yeah. Watch my video. It's friggin' loud.
Yeah, right.
Because I was videoing with my iPhone, going, "This is what it sounds like for me right now. It's really noisy." And now let's listen without it, and it's like, gone. Okay. Cool. It's an unbelievable feature.
There's so many things you could do with this. Like
$409.
It's really versatile. And you know what? I reckon you'd get away with not having a controller with this. If you just bought it on its own, just use your phone and your gesture control, you could still enjoy it.
I haven't looked at the price. So the $409, and then the next one up has the controller and the Fly More, so you get spare batteries. Honestly, what I would recommend is buy the drone on its own and then get the spare batteries on their own.
Yeah.
Because that's all you need. You do it's only like 10 minutes of flight time, right?
It's 19 minutes.
It's not that great.
But it's 19 at very best. But normally it's about, I got about 15 out of one of mine. So having extra batteries in your pocket would be handy.
Makes a massive difference. Yeah. I think
if the internet was working, I could tell you how much the combo prices are.
I think any drone, you should have the extra batteries. You're mad not to.
Definitely. I think you get the combo drone and battery combo. There is a combo where it's just that.
Right, just drone and battery.
Then if you want a controller, and you can go up there even further.
Yeah.
But I do like how DJI give you the options. But and if you wanted to fly it further, because you got to remember this is a 4K camera. It's got the range of a normal drone.
Yep.
So if you wanted to gun it, you could use a controller.
Let's be honest. It's just like it's 175 grams or something. It's horrible in the wind.
Yeah,
so no, it's not a fun thing to fly.
Well, not if you want to fly it further away from yourself. Yeah, at high speed, you might be right. But it's if you want to just sort of take it easy and be able to film from higher as well.
Yeah.
That would be a great feature. Also, the quick shots were brilliant. The circle, the helix, and all those. But I got some really good shots at the point there at Lurline Bay, so you could see just the magnificent view up to Bondi, then Maroubra Beach, and it was awesome.
Yeah, lovely.
Right in the middle of my stomping ground there.
Yes, it's Stephen's. We haven't done what were we going to do?
The Prince of Maroubra tour.
Prince of Maroubra, that's it, yeah.
We'll take you, mate. Come around.
Honestly, so many things we commit to doing and never do.
Yeah.
But we are doing the live show. It's happening. It's only been
do the Maroubra
5
tour,
years
mate.
in the
Before
making.
Christmas, we'll do the Maroubra tour.
Should we get a bus and we'll take everyone after the movie? We'll do them.
The Prince of Maroubra tour.
Two Blokes Talking Tech. You can read more about the DJI Neo 2 at techguide.com.au and EFTM.com.
This is Two Blokes Talking Tech.
Now you've heard of Starlink. Well, and Sky Muster. So these are the satellite services. But as we learned a few months ago, the NBN has partnered with Amazon to provide low Earth orbit satellite coverage, which will kick in, July next year?
It'll start early next year. They'll start in Tasmania and then work their way up. Yeah.
And so, what's it called? We know the name of it now.
Well, it won't be called this. The NBN users won't know it as this. They'll just know it as NBN.
Right.
But the rest of the public, so it's 300,000 homes that can get the NBN via Amazon's satellite service.
Yep.
But the rest of the country will be able to sign up to Amazon Leo.
Smart
name.
Low Earth
Starlink. Orbit.
Starlink.
This is their Starlink.
I see.
Low Earth orbit. They just went, what are we going to call it? Let's keep it simple. It's Low Earth orbit. Leo.
That makes sense.
Smart.
That makes sense.
This was originally Project Kuiper.
Yes. So who can get this? Anyone?
So
if I live in the middle of the city, I can get it?
There's no reason why not.
Starlink. Can I get Starlink if I live in the middle of the city?
Absolutely. You'd just be mad. Why would you do that?
I thought they restrict it.
It's a usage thing.
Right.
Yeah, if they've got too many users. But I don't think they want to sell it to you in the city.
Yeah.
So why would you? So it's not marketed that way.
Yeah, I understand.
This is going to be exciting. I think 2026 is going to be great for rural Australia because the thing about Leo is I guarantee you they come up with a cheaper plan than Starlink. Starlink's like $150 a month. It's very expensive.
Yeah, it's not cheap.
And it's like $600 for the dish. Leo, because I've got to correct myself from saying Kuiper again, but Amazon Leo will have 3 options. There'll be a dish that's about this big. Yeah. So old VHS
for
tape maybe.
For your home.
Or your caravan or whatever it is you're going to do, right?
So your dish is small.
Yep. That'll give you 100 megabit speeds.
Right.
Then there'll be a dish very similar in size to the Starlink one. That'll give you 400 megabit speeds.
Oh, yeah.
And then there's another one that's like the size of a small coffee table, which for businesses would do gigabit speeds.
Oh, yeah.
Right? I imagine they'll come out. I don't think they'll do the business ones much early on, but I think the small one will be their hero product. I think it'll be maybe $300 for the dish and then 99 maybe 110 per month for the actual connection.
Not bad.
That's what they need to do. They need to undercut Starlink.
Right.
And then they need their middle plan to also be the same or less than Starlink. Otherwise, why would you go with Amazon when you can go with Starlink, right?
Competitive.
Yeah.
Now, with Kuiper for the NBN, right, is that similar offerings they're going to, or is it going to be...
No, it's just going to be one,
just to be their own... The providers will be able to sell it to you.
We don't know yet whether Leo via NBN will be 2 speeds or 1 speed. I don't know.
Okay.
I imagine they will offer both dishes. The small
I did know
and the medium.
there were going to be business accounts. For Project Kuiper.
Yeah.
So the size of your dish determines your speed.
100%.
There you go.
Yeah.
Right.
It's all about girth.
The big dish. Yeah. The girth.
Mate, I'm super excited, not just because I think Elon's a goose, but because I think it's good that... So I speak to so many people that have got Starlink and they're like, it's my only option here because the NBN's 25 megabits or something. And now they're going to get the option of both the NBN and they got the option of something cheaper than Starlink.
Yeah.
So super exciting. And, someone in a caravan with just a little tiny dish, put that on the roof.
That'll do you.
Yeah.
Because the Starlink dish is quite big.
Yeah, quite big.
It's like bigger than an open laptop, It's sort of this big.
Yeah.
It's that bigger than that.
Yeah. They're a decent
Even the
size
Roam accounts has got a decent
There is
dish.
a Starlink Mini. There is a Starlink Mini.
Okay.
I don't know if that directly affects speed. I think it maybe does. But it doesn't. It's more about the cost of the device, not the monthly plan. I don't believe they offer cheaper plans just because you're on the Starlink Mini.
Right.
So, I'm super excited. I think it's going to be great to have Amazon
when that's going to be early next year? Or?
I would say first or second quarter of next year.
Around the same time.
We're going to hear about how it's going to roll out. Yeah.
Because the satellites got to get up there, don't they?
They've got to launch 3,500 satellites.
That's no mean feat, is it?
That takes
some years.
How many
do they do at a time? One isn't it one go? They
every
do,
launch they launch.
They do like 300 or something.
No, it's dozens. It's not hundreds. No, definitely not.
And how big are the satellites again?
Like the size of a shoebox.
Is that all?
Yep.
I thought they were bigger than that.
No.
I thought it was more like a pizza oven.
Oh no, definitely. I don't. Well, you mean one of those uni outdoor pizza ovens?
Yeah, sort of this big.
Maybe.
Yeah. It's not the size of a car.
Right.
Or nothing,
There's no
is it?
internet. Yeah, good point.
Yeah, it's not the size of a car or anything, is it?
Well, no, definitely not. In my original article about Project Kuiper, which I linked to in this article, I definitely did the rundown of when they're launching, how many they're going to launch by when, what percentage is going to be done by what dates and stuff. So they've got a bit of work to do, but they'll be cracking throughout next year. Super exciting.
Well, anything to help people in remote.
The best part is this is the biggest tech companies in the world.
Yeah,
building stuff not directly for, but that absolutely benefits remote and rural Australia. Something that the biggest telcos in Australia didn't want to do, and that's why the NBN was formed.
There you go.
Let's remember that's why the government created the NBN.
Yeah,
was because,
give everyone a fair go.
Because Telstra and everyone were never going to roll out fast broadband to everyone.
Yeah,
they were always going to do the city first. So good on them. Well played.
Everything about tech you never wanted to know. This is Two Blokes Talking Tech.
Speaking of the NBN, if you have gone to the trouble of signing up for the super fast speeds and you're getting 500 megabits per second, 1,000 megabits per second, 2,000 megabits per second, 2 gigabit speeds, there's no point having that massive speed coming into your home if you don't have great Wi-Fi. And great Wi-Fi comes through systems like mesh systems, and Netgear make the best in the business. So the Orbi mesh systems. One box plugs into your existing internet connection. That might be right into the NBN box. That's your router. And then multiple other satellites can be throughout your home. 1, 2, 3, however many you want, however big your home is. Those satellites only need a power point. You don't need to connect them to anything else. They just need to be on a power point. And those devices all communicate via one dedicated network. And then all of your devices have multiple Wi-Fi networks to connect to give you the best speed throughout the whole home and potentially get that 2 gigabit speed on the other end of the house. Doesn't matter what you're watching, doesn't matter what you're doing, speed matters, and your Wi-Fi network is most likely the thing that is preventing you from getting the most from your NBN connection. So get yourself something decent. Check out netgear.com.au.
This is Two Blokes Talking Tech with Trevor Long and Stephen Fennick.
When I told you the price of that 100-inch Hisense TV this morning, could you believe that I was telling the truth?
That was gobsmacking.
100-inch Hisense TV, which is normally $6,000.
Yeah,
$3,000. Now that's Black Friday.
That's remarkable. So it's not available till next week.
No, that's on sale now.
Now.
That's on sale now.
Mate,
yeah,
they'll sell out in 10 minutes.
Can you imagine the number of people that are going to buy that bloody thing? Oh, we don't have internet.
Unbelievable. Yeah, mate. I would if I didn't already have a 98-inch TV, I would seriously consider it.
I mean, $3,000's a lot of money. Let's be clear, but I genuinely think that they're going to get so much interest in that thing. And the great thing is, it brings people through the door as well because there's a heap of great deals.
If they don't get the 100, they'll get something else.
Yeah. I think, and so a lot of the data shows that this is obviously a bigger time of year than Boxing Day. Boxing Day is now, sales-wise. My understanding broadly from the retailers is that Boxing Day is now going to be kind of your run-out sales. This is the retailers work with the brands and they make purchase agreements and they buy a bunch of stuff and they say, we're going to bring this many in, we're going to sell this many, we need your support with this price, and that's going to happen over Black Friday. And then come December, they're like, we didn't sell them all, so let's put this price on it for Boxing Day. Let me be clear, there's a chance that you'll get a better price on Boxing Day, a very small chance.
Yeah.
But the risk is there's none left.
None left, that's it. Yeah. Get in while stocks last, as they say.
Yeah. I mean, have you seen the Ecovacs pricing?
Yeah. Well, it's like up to 68%
$1,500 off.
That's crazy. Yeah.
And that's the highlight. That's the biggest one. But there's another one that's 62. There's others that are 50.
Yeah, there's others at half price.
It's like there's not
40%,
many. There's not many that are under 40% off. Which is spectacular.
Yeah, I think we both ran something on our websites about the Ecovacs offerings. And hang on, I've got internet again.
Hey!
So it is, let's have a look. It is here are the top line ones, right? The biggest one, the 68%er, was the D-Bot T30S Pro, which was $2,000, so $1,999. Now $649.
That's wild.
68% off. The others are 50% of the G-Bot N20 Pro Plus was $999, now $499. So it's half price, 50% off. And the other big one is the D-Bot X2 Combo, 53% off. So $27.99, knock off $1,500, and it's down to $12.99.
Yeah. There's the Roborock has a bunch of good deals. Dreamy has a bunch of good deals. I also noticed Dyson doing good deals. It was funny, and I had it on the Today Show, the V8, right? That's a $800 vacuum, which is now $400, right? $399 or something like that. Honestly, and it's this one here that I've got at the office.
Yeah.
Oh, like
the Dyson.
Yeah, you can
V8.
have the V15 and the that thing. Like
still does it. Still sucks.
In real terms, if you wanted
sucks.
to know what Dyson to get, I'd say just get the V8.
Yeah.
Unless you want the laser pointer on the bloody end.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
Pointer.
Like, it's cool.
The laser light for the dust.
But it's just better to have one that just works and sucks.
Like, you could call it a gimmicky feature, but it does work. It does really show what the debris is on the ground. You can
Honestly,
tell.
if you're going to buy a Dyson and you want the debris thing, get the pencil vac, because it has the laser going both directions.
It does too.
Yeah,
I've got that. That's really nice.
Yeah, it's very cool.
Good.
The PlayStation deal that I came across, which is on eBay, very weird.
eBay, and you got to have a code or something.
Yeah, the code is PS5 CON, as in console. PS5 CON.
Con, as in it's not a con.
It's not a con.
Console.
PS5 CON. So I find this staggering that you even get emails from eBay about deals, right? Because that's like Westfield saying we've got Black Friday deals. Dude, you sell real estate. What are you talking about, right? eBay doesn't sell things.
Yeah,
eBay has
customers do.
eBay has retailers that sells things, so it's a bit strange.
Yeah,
but for example,
the ticket though.
A little inside baseball, behind the scenes stuff here, right?
Yeah.
So the gamesmen, they sell PS5s.
Yeah.
EB Games, I assume, sell PS5s.
Yeah.
There must be other people that sell PS5s.
Yeah.
What's happened here is PlayStation, as I'm trying to reading between those, PlayStation has done a deal with eBay where I'm assuming either eBay or PlayStation kicks in the discounted amount across a bunch of retailers. So you just need to go to eBay, find a retailer, the PS5 Con code works on the shopping cart, and the retailer gets their normal sale.
Yeah.
But the PlayStation and eBay are looking after the discount for the user.
So they provide the discount.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
So the retailer still gets their full whack.
So while I'm like, you can get it at the Gamesman, I understand you're going to be able to get it at a bunch of places.
Yes.
For that $449. $449 for PlayStation 5 digital.
Pretty good.
It's insane.
And what about I do like you had on the Today Show the the keyboards, the old style keyboards. They're pretty nice. How much?
$120 at Aldi next Wednesday.
$120.
Yes.
Each keyboard.
What
are they normally worth?
Well, see, that's not a Black Friday deal, but you normally pay at least $200 for those kind of things.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. Do Logitech make a similar one to that?
Yes, they do. They make some kind of mechanical sounding keyboards.
Yeah. It reminded me of the Commodore 64.
Yes. We need to go and play golf because I've got to try out that. So Aldi next Wednesday have a golf buggy that's remote controlled for
So you'll try that?
$499.
I've got my MGI.
Try that one. Yeah.
I've got my MGI still.
I didn't turn it on this morning on the Today Show because I used it in the office and I went right and it went woof, like this.
Yeah, it didn't have the weight on it.
If you got the weight on it, it might be
You need to have the golf bag on it. Yeah. Otherwise it just goes wild.
So let's play golf so I can test that out.
For sure.
So that'll be good. But yeah, I'm fascinated by Black Friday this year because I genuinely think there's almost bigger discounts than we've seen before for a long time. Really.
Well, I think it's getting bigger every year. Like Black Friday a few years ago was something only that they did in America. It's like Halloween. Halloween's big here now, eh? Every year seems to get a bit bigger. This year, Black Friday.
What do you tell people when they say, do I buy now or on Black Friday? Because remember, Black Friday is next Friday.
Well, but everyone's kicked off early.
Yes, but there are some sales that start this Friday. There's some sales that kick in next week.
Well, there are some sales that go through to December.
Will anything tweak up even higher? That'd really piss me off, frankly, if I bought something this week and it's even cheaper next week.
I reckon there's Black Friday, and that'll be big. Some companies are already into it. Some companies you've got to wait till next week.
Yep.
They go through till early December.
Yep.
And then I reckon pre-Christmas there'll be a rush as well. So if you miss out this time, I reckon pre-Christmas there'll be some solid deals.
The other one worth noting is Laser have their 7-inch Android Auto Apple CarPlay. So if you've got an older car that doesn't have an infotainment screen, you can use this device alone to get Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, and it sends the audio via FM and happy days.
So an older car,
$99.
That's amazing.
At JB Hi-Fi.
And I noticed on the side of the box a very interesting little
the
notation.
A screenshot of the Two Blokes podcast being listened to on Apple CarPlay and instructions on using Google to ask for the Two Blokes Talking Tech podcast.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Laser.
guys.
Good on you, Chris.
Love it. Thanks, Ronnie and Chris. We appreciate it. We're going to see you is it next week? Next week, yeah.
Yeah,
baby.
Oh, yeah. That'll be the last
for a
one
bit
of the
brisket.
year. Yeah, oh, yeah.
I mean, I'm down for a December one.
I'm going to stop eating on the Wednesday so I can have a solid feed on the Friday.
Yeah. I might leave my Ozempic for the week after. I'll double down.
Oh, man.
I'll take a double shot.
Yeah, don't tell you. Leave your shot.
Not recommended.
Don't do your shot.
Not a doctor.
Do your shot. Yeah, hold your shot back. Yeah.
Hold your fire, literally.
What's the term? Hold your shot back. Yeah, good on you, mate.
Something like that. Anyway.
That was a pretty good range of stuff there. And of course, there is, you name it, everything's on sale. So if you're looking for something,
do you know what?
Be the time to look it up. Amazon, of course, and big sales on Amazon as well.
I've got breaking news. Next week,
yeah.
Two Blokes Talking Tech, half price.
Half price.
Don't say we don't do anything for you folks.
Half price, yeah. Might go bigger.
All right, 97%
off. Boom.
It doesn't, mate, come on.
Hey, try to find better than that on Black Friday.
You'll get some Americans whinging about the pennies there. Have you seen that?
No.
They're running out of pennies.
So
they're all whinging.
And they're not making more, are they?
Macca's is rounding up and rounding down, and people are blowing up a treat, and all the comments on TikTok are Australians going, hello,
our smallest coin
Get
is
over
5
yourself.
cents.
Yeah, you idiots.
We got rid of copper coins like 30 years ago.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
All right, Stephen, it's been great to have your company. Thank you to the great people at Netgear and Arlo. Thank you to you. If you did put your name down for the live event, we appreciate it. We will get back to you.
Stand by your inbox.
We'll get back to you soon and line all that up. And then we look forward to seeing a bunch of people in a few weeks.
3 weeks, yeah.
For the live show and a private and a little movie as well. All right.
What better value can you get?
Mate, value. 97% off as well. Tickets to the live show, 98% off. Wow. That's a big announcement.
100% off.
Yeah. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
All right, mate. See you next week.
That's a deal.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
This is Two Blokes Talking Tech with Trevor Long and Stephen Fennick.